data. I said, 13 million, okay. He wanted more, and so I found out that there was a contest. There was a contest for base64 encoding that happened about 5 or 6 years ago. And so I found the winner of the contest and looked at all their stuff and thought, God, that's really cool how they did that. And then I just snapped and I was like, wow, you could even do better than that. And just somebody in my head thought, wow, they almost did it a better way even than that. And then I thought of a better way to do it that ended up being over 1 billion characters a second. That's characters. 1 billion characters a second on my laptop. So then our client was happy. And then that's how that happened again. These are all pretty much out of need that these things occur. And then this latest one is one called Smart Copy and Paste. This had to do with a problem that I had, which is, I'll give another talk sometime on my adventures in changing my diet. I was very, very overweight, and about 5 years ago, and I came across a diet change, and one of the side effects I got more clear-headed. You know, my head got really, really clear suddenly, and I could really think things really fast in terms of what you can connect things better. And I started writing code, and finally I found I literally couldn't write the code fast enough. I was thinking it way faster than I could write it, and I thought, well, I should spend a month, research out better ways to write code, and that's where this thing came from. And this just came out. The priority date is 2010, but we just got that. When did that get granted? Was it this year? Yeah, this just got granted this year. And that was pretty fast. It was 3 years or something like that, 3 or 4 years. Almost all of our patents have averaged about 3 years from the date, except for the RFID one, which is patent pending, and that one's been 5 years or something, I think, so far. We're still doing that's back and forth. That's one of the expensive ones. Some of these are really cheap, where you do the patent, you pay your money, and the patent office looks at it. They go, "Oh, this is so cool. It's so unique. We'll just give it to you, and we're not going to ask any questions of your attorney." And then some of them, they ask lots of questions and more, and it's years and years of back and forth, and the money keeps racking up at $400 to $600 an hour every time that there's a conversation, and it's tens of thousands of dollars, and that's what can happen really, really fast. And so we have some that are like that. Yeah, this gambling team one is the one he was looking at. That's the one that's that way. This had to do with a way to detect if you have groups of people who are working in concert at a gambling establishment to fleece the establishment, and we could track that. But the real reason we did this, that was the main sort of low-hanging fruit. But the real use of it had to do with something totally intrusive, which had to do with eventually all of the packaging at the stores is all going to have RFIDs in it. They're all going to have some kind of RFID thing. So when you go up to the cash register, they won't scan it with little barcodes. You'll simply come on up, it'll simply know everything you bought, and it'll register that information. So it occurred to us that as that happened, if you synchronize that event with security cameras, with the exact frames of what those people look like, you could then associate them with that set of RFIDs. And if later on you collected those RFIDs, such as at a dump truck or whatever, you could then figure out which people are associated with which other people. So if I take my box of candy and I give it to Jennifer, and she then throws it away later on, it can figure out the two of us are connected. So that's actually, sorry, but that was actually one of the parts of that patent, so it was very totally intrusive. Okay. And then the other one is this thing about delivering secured images, computing devices. That one's been like 8 years, I think, back and forth with the patent office. It's been forever. And then this other one here, taking emergency access when devices are shaken. It occurred to us that if I've got a device like this and I'm about to be attacked by someone, the odds of me being able to press my little button on here, unlock the phone, and then do 911 or something are 0, because the adrenaline doesn't allow it, but it does allow you to run like hell and shake your phone. And so that's what that patent is. So.